Let's bring in the guy, Pat Pagano. Good morning there, Pat.
Hello there. Good morning, Marshall. Good morning, everybody. We will talk about our weather, and then we'll talk about the tropics, and then we'll talk about some technical stuff.
All right, there's technical stuff. Yeah, there is some technical stuff I have to talk to you about. But
Yeah,
wow,
right.
what a series of thunderstorms came through this area.
Hmm.
I took a little nap at about 2, and I opened my eyes at like 3:30, quarter to 4, pitch black outside, and then, boom, we had trees down all over the northwest corner, power outages all over the northwest corner, heavy rain, and unbelievable lightning and thunder. It was quite a display, Pat.
Yes, and the Severe Storm Center put us in a marginal risk of severe weather, but they did not think it was necessary to issue a watch. And I think a watch should have been issued because I did also get the same thing that you did, and there, even across Long Island. And I mean, it was a rough night. It was a rough night. I was on the telephone talking to the baseball team on Long Island up until about 9:30 last night because they were still getting rain. But the front's through and it's stalling down to the south of us. So there'll be a little bit of shower activity around, especially this morning. Otherwise, I think during this afternoon, you'll see a little sun break out. Not as hot, not as humid. Look at this, 75 to 80 at best. Tonight, clearing, cooler mid-50s. I think will be a partly cloudy Saturday, mid-70s. Sunday, not as nice, with a lot more cloud cover in the mid-70s, and then showers will develop Monday, 70 to 75. By the time we get to Tuesday, we'll be back in the 80s. It'll be humid with showers and thunderstorms. So that's the scenario. I don't know if rain could move in quicker and grab us on Sunday. I'm hoping not. I'll be up at the lake, and I have a lot of outdoor shoots, and I just don't like what I'm seeing. I think our Monday shoot at the marina is going to have to be canceled, but we'll watch that as we go through the weekend. Maybe it'll be delayed, or maybe most of it will go to the west, and we won't have too much rain to worry about on Monday. But overall, that's the scenario, so at least you get a little bit of a break. The tropics. Well, Florence has been downgraded to a tropical storm because she hit into some shear. She's at 65-mile-per-hour winds, and she's to the southwest of Bermuda. The thinking is that she's going to move into a better environment, and she will become a major hurricane once again, which is a Cat 3. After that, no one really knows where she's going. The Euro model wants to bring it close to the East Coast and then circles it around in the Atlantic. The latest GFS model is hitting it into North Carolina, get this, brings it up through Virginia, right across Washington, D.C., and by next Friday, this time next Friday, shows the storm over central New Jersey or approaching New York City. Now, it's still quite a storm with heavy rain and wind. I don't believe it'll be a hurricane because it's inland, but we'll see. After that, it doesn't want to bring it northward into New England. It wants to bring it along the south shore of Long Island next Saturday, and it just parallels Long Island, keeping southern New England in rain and wind all of Saturday. And this is the latest model. By Sunday, it decides that it's going to move south. And it's just south of Long Island, but it's still affecting New England, and now it's hitting Cape Cod on Sunday. And where does it go after that? It goes out into the Atlantic after that. You want to believe that? Here's a dime. Call someone that cares.
I was going to say, if that's the case, we're going to get a lot of rain.
Right. I just cannot believe it this far out. We have to wait. I believe that the turning point will be about Monday, because at that point, we'll be able to see where the high is in the Atlantic and where the storm is. And that should gauge us as to what's going to happen. For instance, just to give you an example, if the high is north of Bermuda, it could steer the hurricane into the Carolinas. If the high is northwest of Bermuda, and let's say between the mid-Atlantic and Bermuda, it could steer it due west into South Carolina. Let's say the high is south of Cape Cod or southeast of Cape Cod. Then the storm could do its typical recurve and follow the high out into the Atlantic. We won't know that until Monday.
Well, here's my remedy to the situation. I'm just going to get high tomorrow and stay high through next weekend.
You do that. In the meantime, you did hear the audio, and the audio is not good.
I know what it is. There's a phasing problem.
Okay.
You have a phasing problem. I heard it. I heard it actually on last night's for the first time. Last night's forecast. I think it was last night's forecast, and I heard it again this morning. It is a phasing problem at the end. I'll have to take a look. Somehow I'll sign on to your computer and take a look at the settings because it's a phasing problem that can be fixed relatively easy.
Oh, thank goodness! Because I am getting complaints all over the place.
Yeah. There's a somehow there's a phasing problem.
And you have to look at the settings of the computer or the settings of Cool Edit Pro.
Cool Edit Pro.
A Cool Edit Pro.
Are you recording in mono?
Yes.
Okay, that's strange that would happen. That's very strange that would happen. But I'll have to. For some reason, we'll have to put a program on the computer where I could take a look at it.
Okay.
And maybe see what's going on with it. I'll have time later on this afternoon if you want to do that. If not, I'll have time definitely late sometime on Saturday.
Well, I won't be here Saturday, unfortunately. I wish I was, but I'll be up at the lake probably in clouds and drizzle trying to shoot scenes outside. But what time should I be close by?
Probably somewhere. I would figure somewhere around 3 o'clock.
About 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll see.
Alrighty.
We'll see what we can figure out.
That'll be great. Thanks, Marshall. I appreciate that.
In the meantime, what I'm going to have you do
yes
is there's a computer program called Go to Assist. Is that free? Is that free? No, there's.
I have one on here. I don't know how difficult it will be for you to get in.
Wait,
we have Zoho Assist.
I'll tell you what. Email me the how I become. I'll tell you what. I'll call you and you just tell me how I log into it. That's what.
Okay.
We'll do, all right.
All right.
And I'll log into it that way, and we'll figure it out. Yeah, it sounds like a phasing problem because most of the audio is fine, but it swishes and fades at the end.
Yep, that's what I was telling you yesterday.
Yeah. I did not notice that the first day. I did not notice that the first day, but I noticed it last night and I noticed it this morning. So.
Okay, and I will send you. The Zoho Assist link, and maybe you could figure it out.
Yeah, that's exactly. And I'll be home after 1. I've got one call coming in about 1:30, and then I'll be able to get to it probably 2:30 or 3.
Okay, sounds great. Thank you, Marshall.
Yeah, I noticed that this morning. I could imagine WALK.
You are absolutely correct. It was the first complaint this morning at 4:30, and maybe do them all over on Skype.
On Skype, and on Skype, the quality on Skype isn't that great either because there's compression on Skype.
And he said it was much better than the ones I fed him.
Okay, all right.
So much for that.
When I heard it, I said to myself, Walker's not going to like this.
Thank you, Marshall.
All right, Pat, I will speak to you later on today.
Okay, great. Have a great weekend, everybody.
You too. And hey, remember Burt Reynolds.
Oh, yes, I will.
All
no
right.
doubt about it.
Take care.
Okay, bye-bye.
Pat Pagano on the Weather Center this morning with a check on our tri-state forecast here on Robin Hood Radio.